Meghan's perplexing pregnancy status casts doubts on the existence of the children, indicating that this situation is persistent. Greetings everyone. I wanted to touch upon an enduring subject that continues to be relevant. Furthermore, I would like to share my perspective on Meghan's debatable pregnancy, providing you with my most astute observations. We are delighted to extend a heartfelt welcome to Princess Diana News YouTube channel once more. For me, it was truly a culmination of various elements. I noticed the pictures of her belly, which she intentionally highlighted due to its mysterious size variations. I observed her effortless ability to squat in high heels, maintaining an upright posture rather than adjusting to the extra weight of a developing pregnancy. After careful consideration, all of these factors led me to doubt the authenticity of Meghan Markle's pregnancy. I am aware that both she and Harry are hoping that by remaining silent for an extended period, we will eventually overlook the matter concerning the fictional invisible children. This problem will persist indefinitely. Isn't it strange that her belly was constantly changing, yet her breasts remained unaffected by any growth? As the pregnancy progresses, the breasts of women experience growth. Undeniably, Catherine went through this experience, and I also went through it myself, and I'm confident that you did too. It is a common occurrence for nearly every woman who becomes pregnant. In addition, I couldn't help but observe that her peculiar ankles remained the same size. Their swelling didn't occur like that of most women. While it is acknowledged that not every woman experiences swelling of the ankles, it remains a significant concern. Despite being slender and physically fit, this person maintained their flexibility throughout their entire pregnancies, yet experienced a distinct waddle in the final trimester. Indeed, Meghan Markle is an extraordinary phenomenon. Perhaps I could be mistaken, but in any case, it seems that Meghan has ulterior motives, which are not only malicious, but also pertain to their credibility. I am anticipating the revelation of her peculiar justification for keeping them, and I am patiently awaiting the moment when everything is disclosed. Whether the parents become weary of their involvement, whether they have a disagreement with Meghan, or simply decide they have reached their limit with this activity. This may have adverse effects on the future opportunities of these children. It adversely impacts their credibility. I am considering how it might appear if, in the future, those children attempt to undertake something independently, only to have others question and doubt their abilities. I mistakenly believed the child belonged to Meghan and Harry. There are several hypotheses being discussed about the potential occurrences in this situation. One possible explanation is that Meghan and Harry lack a social circle. They manipulate their acquaintances in this cunning scheme, yet now their acquaintances have distanced themselves completely. I strongly believe in the rumor suggesting that Meghan claimed to be pregnant prior to the wedding in order to expedite the proceedings. Naturally, she was unable to conceive due to her sterility. If a genuine Archie is present, it means he was born through a surrogate. However, it appears that the mother desired his return. That is why they frequently employ various child actors. The hair and eye color are prone to constant variations. It's quite unusual. I distinctly recall the moment Harry and Meghan presented their baby for a photo opportunity. Reportedly, a couple of days had passed since the infant's arrival. Harry discussed the considerable transformation the baby had undergone within a mere fortnight. He is unable to maintain consistency in his narrative. A crucial inquiry to consider is why the royal family would willingly participate in such a deceitful scheme. It appears that they were inadvertently persuaded into believing Meghan's pregnancy occurred prior to their marriage. Why would they interrogate Archie before witnessing her kneel down when that moon bump falls? I am skeptical about the existence of a lily bed. I believe that was simply their means of expressing disrespect towards the deceased queen. When the arch-official was born, it was clear that things had already become quite evident. During the late hours, a disclosure emerged on the official royal website, mentioning that Archie's origins were connected to a surrogate. They promptly removed it, however, it was witnessed by a sufficient number of individuals. Alternatively, the Queen might have insisted that they depart unless they admitted their wrongdoing. I understand that the Sugars may prefer not to hear about these things. They will argue that we are unable to criticize their idol without being labeled as a group of prejudiced individuals. However, it seems highly unlikely that Meghan ever delivered those children. I have observed children who are depicted alongside their own parents in photographs. They bear an uncanny resemblance to their biological parents. I assume those parents are exhausted from constantly lending their kids for the limited number of photos we are allowed to see. According to someone's claim, the birth occurred at a different hospital without any verification from a medical professional. I concur with the individual, as there was no stringent royal procedure in place for the birth of a royal. The individuals I am acquainted with assert that the lunar surface irregularities have been digitally manipulated. However, any rational person with the ability to observe can easily dispute this notion when seeing her in the red and purple outfit along with the noticeable bumps. There have been cases of outspoken housekeepers who were employed at the hotels where they stayed. They reported seeing several small objects resembling moon bumps scattered across the floor of the hotel room. What's up with all the secrecy? I believe there are two possible explanations. They were brought into the world through the assistance of a surrogate. Alternatively, it is possible that the couple actually has a different set of children, whom they willingly offer for photo opportunities, gatherings, and various engagements. However, don't just rely on my opinion. I am curious to know your perspectives on this matter. Please join us in the Community tab post to share your thoughts and perspectives. Alright, let's begin with Carol's first comment. Indeed, I have a vivid recollection of all of these details. I feel the same way, Carol. I find it puzzling why they assume that our memories are incredibly fleeting. Lisa Terry, also known as Biebs Kelly, has cleverly mentioned that the noticeable weight gain observed during the unveiling of Archie in photographs may have resulted from the use of various hormones to either inhibit or stimulate lactation. It is within the realm of possibility that she may not have been pregnant. I believe it is not impossible by any means. To put it simply, it is highly unlikely or even unimaginable that she was expecting a baby. Maria has established herself as consistently dishonest, demonstrating that her tendency to lie remains unchanged in all aspects of her life. Yes, that definitely captures Meghan's character, doesn't it? And let's not forget about TTX. However, what stood out to me was when Harry emerged from the stables to announce to everyone that they had a son, amidst all the nonsense of fluctuating stomach sizes. Do others recall how he expressed astonishment at the significant transformation a baby undergoes within a mere fortnight? According to reports, it is believed that Archie was born either on that day or the previous day. I've always been curious about that particular matter. Does anyone have any information regarding it? Oh, there's no need to be concerned. I have a vivid recollection of that incident, and you are absolutely correct. His statement was quite peculiar. It is evident that Harry lacks proficiency in the art of deception. He becomes confused and disoriented. Afterwards, affirmatively declare your agreement by saying, without a doubt, I definitely do. That comment was extremely bizarre. Was it not, indeed? The subsequent response comes courtesy of Deanna. Additionally, she demonstrated effortless ability to squat down and rise back up, with no signs of swollen ankles. Total phony, completely fake, no doubt about it. User GC, due to her actions and behavior, we can no longer trust this woman, regardless of whether or not she is being honest. She possesses a tendency to consistently deceive, and we possess an abundance of evidence obtained from numerous videos and cameras. What an unpleasant woman. What's even more astonishing is that, despite the abundance of receipts we possess, the Sugars persist in proclaiming her innocence as if she were a pure angel. Misunderstandings surround her character. We harbor strong racial prejudices and display deep hatred towards others. They display the same level of delusion as she does. Janet K., a remarkable child, exhibited varying size, height, and presence at different times. I have great affection for it. Writing poetry is something you should consider doing. Janet Hammond's most revealing moment came when her bump descended all the way down to her ankles, according to the next comment. Yes, it's perfectly ordinary. We also received replies. Glenna expresses amusement at the sight of your baby attempting to flee from the unpleasant woman. I have never witnessed something of this nature before in my entire existence. To be honest, it's highly unlikely that you've encountered anything like that before given your limited exposure to individuals who pretend to be pregnant. I definitely do not know. Jenny's subsequent remark, which caused great amusement, involved her persistent charade of being pregnant. She truly is a laughing stock. Well, she never fails to bring a smile to our faces, something we definitely appreciate in current times. Hopefully, the titles will no longer exist by the time Christmas comes around. How wonderful this gift is. I believe that would be the ultimate present we could possibly envision. If we were able to obtain it, I wouldn't need to request anything else from Santa. The subsequent response comes from Kitty Cat. I thoroughly enjoyed that. However, the highlight for me was witnessing the autonomous swaying of the bump from one side to another. There was no movement in any other area of her body. Only the bump swaying from left to right. My goodness, that baby must be quite remarkable to have the ability to make the entire bump sway from side to side. Later on, we encountered Susan Burns' intentional false pregnancies. Indeed, Charlie was portrayed as a male counterpart to Wonder Woman. Indeed, she was expecting a child. Unfortunately, she was quite a laughable individual. The duration of 9 months. However, she remains a laughingstock. Next on our list is Jean MacDonald. She has been untruthful on countless occasions. She lacks understanding of the truth. This statement is indeed accurate. I am still awaiting confirmation about whether Liz Simmons truly underwent a hysterectomy at such a young age of 27. If she actually went through with the fake pregnancies, it is clear that she is deeply troubled. I strongly suspect that she fabricated both pregnancies and underwent a hysterectomy at the age of 27. Is there any chance we'll receive confirmation on it? Unlikely. It is highly unlikely to gain access to those medical records, but I truly wish we had the opportunity. Afterwards, Tosca consistently claimed that it was a conception without any blemish or fault. Wow, you all are really on fire today. Okay, in conclusion, our time for addressing comments is over, and I believe that even once the video ends, certain individuals will still have lingering uncertainties. Surely, it is unlikely that we will receive immediate validation of the truth, yet I remain firmly convinced that transformations are indeed occurring. This problem is persisting despite our initial claims that it would go away. As the days pass, it will become increasingly important to pay attention to those children. They will require undeniable evidence for their actual existence. And when that occurrence takes place, rest assured that we will be here, engaging in a collective discussion about the matter. I greatly appreciate your viewership. I sincerely appreciate your willingness to discuss all of this with me. Feel free to show your support by clicking the like and subscribe buttons, allowing you to receive more captivating videos from Princess Diana News Channel. Goodbye, and I shall return shortly to visit you again in the upcoming videos.